That guy was lost. Small Indian man named Mashoom. Middle Eastern man, I should say. This is not for you, cat. Got Yassine's Falafel House. Here's what we're looking at. The Goop Scoop. I got the Goop Scoop. Actually, one piece of pita bread. Second was some of the chicken. White sauce is good as fuck. That kind of grayish green sauce is good as fuck. Some chicken and rice. I'm about to fuck this up. Kitty, no. Not for you. Go on. Hi, it's me. What's... You just brought it to the wrong place. What is it that was on file? And some pink lemonade. Go.
You got the surgery, and now you're playing this kind of game, and you think that's okay? How in the world somebody...
I'm playing any game. I throw up constantly. I eat what I can keep down.
That's how it works. You throw up constantly because the surgery forces you to when you overeat now.
I think my problem is I'm holding a lot of fluid. I can't hardly pee.
Really?
I mean, I don't know what, I mean, you...
What do you mean you don't know? And you think that you're not eating and you're gaining...
I don't want to get malnourished either.
Do you look like you're malnourished? You're overeating, and whatever you're overeating, you're throwing up. It means the surgery is working to hold you back when you make bad choices. And it's the only reason that you didn't gain 100 pounds these past 2 months.
Do you not want me to eat at all?
You know that's not what I'm saying at all. You have been given a tool to help you change your life. Now that you had the surgery, the physical drive to eat is gone. So you have to deal with what is driving you to eat. That's the hard part, and you don't want to do it. And you're running from it and self-destructing.
I'm done with this conversation. Go to her.
No, we're gonna finish with you.
No, we're not finishing with me. You're making me mad.
Yeah, sit down right there.
You just
You sit down right over there.
No, I'm...
Wait, sit down.
Okay.
Let go of me, Renee.
Oh.
Very heavy.
Yes.
Yeah, this is just going to be a situation that I'm going to pull on her abdomen, because when you start gaining more weight than the body can handle, it has to find a place to store it. Some people gain all around, and others, the body picks spots and starts storing fat there. And your abdomen has an abnormal amount of weight on it. And the only way to correct this is for you to start losing weight, Tammy, and get to a place where we can do weight loss surgery on you. We have a unique situation with Tammy. She's almost 600 pounds, but most of her weight is collected in her abdomen and has formed a huge distended mass that has developed a lymphedema in it, so it is all pulling on her internal organs. And it is a very real possibility that with all that tension and strain, that it can start to create some internal bleeding that can become life-threatening. But before we remove it, we need to do weight loss surgery, because if we remove the mass and she gains weight, it will not only start to come back, but it will be worse second time around. But I'm very concerned by her history in the chart regarding her lungs. So we have a lot of issues to address with Tammy that we need to turn around immediately. You know you're not doing what you need. You miss all your psychotherapy appointments, and then you come here pretending there is a serious issue to avoid facing the fact that you gain, because you know you are overeating. But for some reason you think if you just hold to your lie, then maybe all these issues just magically will go away and you will lose weight. So there's nothing more we can do if you don't change your eating habit.
I have been working hard towards it.
But if you work harder, it'll show on the scale. But you put on almost 50 pounds since
Oh
you're
my
right
God.
instead of losing. And you claim that you're not eating very much? Really? If you have weight loss surgery, how are you going to lose weight?
Because I'm going to work to get the weight off. The surgery's not going to fix it.
Okay.
It's just a tool
answer
to
the
do it.
question. By eating less, right?
Yes.
Okay. So if you eat less, you lose weight, right?
Yes.
You're not losing weight, so you're not eating less, right?
I am.
Okay. The same question. Look at me again. You have weight loss surgery, you lose weight, right?
Yes.
Okay, because you eat less.
Yes.
If you eat less, you lose weight.
I'm not eating. I'm telling you.
And this is for Freddie.
It was.
Which part of that makes sense? Shanae,
Yes.
you don't change. There is nothing we can do to help you.
She didn't eat anything. That was me.
Why the scale hasn't shown anything,
Like I said, she
okay?
builds fluid up. She can't help it. That's the one thing she been
I
stressing
almost
about, the
ordered
fluid.
them.
None of
They said
your
they were
tests
20%
show
off,
that
but
you're
when I tried to
retaining
order them, they
water,
weren't.
okay?
But
You're
I
not
basically made a
700 pounds
little
of water.
pita
Ever
taco
since I had
with chicken
surgery on
in
my
the
leg,
sauce.
you can't tell me that I haven't because I have. I've been through this
then
since
you
I was
didn't have good
15 years
ones.
old.
If you have been through that and you know what's wrong with you, then you don't need our help.
I do need help.
Okay, do you think I'm stupid? I don't
Well, how about
understand that
this?
when you
Send me
retain
back
water?
home. Send me
Baby,
back
stop.
home. No,
Baby,
I'm
no,
not.
you
about
came
to
too
do
far
sucks.
for
it.
that, man. Shanae, you came too far. You worked your ass off. Don't give up. He's just trying to talk to you. That's it. You need this help.
We're not smart enough to figure out if she has fluid on it. How are we going to help her?
Don't give up on her, please. I'm begging you. Don't give up on her.
What do you mean give up on it?
I don't want her to give up on herself, and I
She
want you to
just
give up
told
on
me
her.
we don't know anything
No, she
about
just
her
speaking.
fluid
She wasn't
retention.
trying
She
to, like,
knows
be
about it, and
disrespectful
she
at
got
all.
your butters show that you're not retaining water. You're getting shift on your tissue because of the fat that you got. The water is not coming from the air. Don't you think everything is because of your weight?
Yeah.
Well, whatever you're eating is too much, and you need to eat less. Your weight loss is going to be dictated by how many calories you take and how many calories you spend. And if you don't understand that, we're not going to make any progress. And you taking a diuretic to get your weight down isn't going to do a thing, right?
Right.
Okay, so that's where we are every time we're trying to get you to make progress, to understand what the situation, you keep going back, saying the same thing. Water weight, I know. Get over that, okay? That's not reality, okay? That's a mistake, okay? And pay attention what
This
we
is
tell
so
you,
good.
okay? Because somebody over 700 pounds can lose 100 pounds in 1 month. But if you want to continue with the program, then you're going on a controlled diet.
Okay.
And if you All right, so Bethany, it is a little over 4 months since your weight loss surgery, and you already started gaining again. So obviously, that's a very bad situation we have with you. So you want to tell me what's going on and why you are pushing yourself to eat what you shouldn't be again?
I don't know. I'm sticking to the sheet that you gave me of what not to eat. So I'm eating like real food, like you told me to. So I don't know why I didn't lose anything. I don't think the surgery is working like it should. It just doesn't make sense.
What you're saying is what doesn't make sense. Let me explain something to you. You started out hoping in a magic fix, and then you applied yourself and took control for a few months until you got weight loss surgery, and then your emotional issues came to the surface. And dealing with that is really hard stuff. And now you're
Free queso is
hoping
good.
in a magic fix for that. And until you take your psychotherapy seriously and
Taking
do
this.
what you need with that,
This is
the
Baba
strength and
Ganoush.
direction you headed
Put some
is
Baba
going to
Ganoush on
continue.
there.
And if that happens, you're not going to make it. So you have a very important choice to make. Whether
Take
you
some
want to turn
chicken.
your life around or make excuses and end up eating yourself to death. You got it?
I guess.
So you need to keep going to those appointments and do what you need to do before it's too late. You got
Get a little
that?
bit of rice.
So we
Actually,
have a bit of
definitely
an issue
a scoop of
again
rice.
because you missed your appointment again, saying you were sick, but turned out you weren't. So what is your excuse this time?
I just had
Aw.
some family things going on, and I haven't been able to come out to Texas. But I do plan on being out there.
Yeah, so that was
hopefully
just a
get an
bad
apartment.
Mexican restaurant.
I've had no luck on this end.
You've been planning to do that for a while now. But you haven't been getting back to us, and you've been avoiding my calls, making excuses, and lying to us. But now you're sick. You have completely recovered, it seems. So what's the reason you're still not coming down to Houston to see me for your follow-up appointment?
You know what? I'll be very
That
honest
is
with
the
you. I don't
problem.
know why it took so long. It seemed like something was happening every other week.
So you let another month go without doing what you're supposed to be doing. Because you don't look like you have lost any weight, so you keep making excuses. Last month it was 70 pounds, so you...
I don't know, sir, but I have been following my diet.
About your weight. Is that going to be against an option? Hi, JT.
Hello.
How are you today?
Doing okay.
So, how are you getting along?
Okay, I guess, but I feel like I'll be better when I'm out.
Yeah, you've been here for 2 months and it doesn't seem like you have lost any weight.
No, I haven't.
What's the point of coming down here and not doing diet?
Guess I'm not sure.
Let's check your weight and see.
Okay.
You're not making any sense. No matter you're in Houston or Oklahoma or Timbuktu, nothing justified to be unhealthy and give you all that rhetoric that I didn't follow that because I wasn't planning to be in here.
Okay.
Really? I mean, this is your life. This is your health.
Okay.
And you are responsible for it, and we're giving you help and tools to change your life and be healthy, and you're making all
Yeah,
kind
the
of
place I get it
nonsense,
from
reason
originated as a
not to
truck.
follow diet, right? Make
Now they
sense?
have like
Sure.
2 or 3
It
trucks,
does?
Yes.
a restaurant
You-
that's drive-through
yes.
only,
Okay.
and a
There's
like
no
sit-down
hope for you.
restaurant that only has like 4
You gotta
tables
keep
in it,
yourself young,
and they're just so fucking good.
okay?
Noted.
You gain the weight back and become immobile, then your health is going to go down the tube and you're not going to survive. You're killing yourself with the food. Which part of that is so hard to understand, no matter where you are? All right, Aaron. So last time I saw you, you were 718, and you were supposed to lose 120 pounds in 2 months.
Yes, sir.
It's been 3 months, but today you're 696. You only lost 22 pounds in 3 months.
I'm struggling a little bit with what happened to my father. It was hard for me to deal with. And once he was recovering, I've been sticking to my diet as much as possible. I mean, I still have a little bit of problems with eating certain things like peanut butter. I'm having a hard time staying with peanut butter.
What do you mean, peanut butter?
Peanut butter on bread. It's just something that I like eating.
Peanut butter on bread is not what kept you from losing weight. Your excuse is that. I'm sorry what you all went through, but that's no excuse to have not done the diet. And on top of that, it's been 3 months. You still had 2 months, even after all that, to do what you're supposed to. But you didn't. What is with that?
I don't know, sir. You know.
What do you mean you don't know? You know exactly. You don't want to do the work, and you want to blame everything else for why you're not doing it. What's the point of that?
Yeah.
I don't know what to say, sir.
What
Just
is
make
your
a peanut butter
expectation?
sandwich.
You want us,
Nothing wrong with
us
it.
do something for you to lose
Yeah,
weight,
but just don't eat
you continue
4
doing whatever you
6 peanut butter
were doing
sandwiches.
before.
No, I don't want to do.
So how is that going to happen? How?
Peanut butter sandwich is
I'm
a
going
great
to
little
change.
snack.
I really
You gotta
am.
put jelly.
I'm trying.
Peanut butter
When
jelly
are
is
you
still
gonna
such a good
change?
fucking
I'm in the process
amazing
of
little
changing, sir.
sandwich.
I really am.
No, you're not. What we've given you is the first step to change. You either take it or you don't. The choice is up to you. You got it?
Yes, sir.
You know, for you to maintain weight of 696
Ooh,
pounds,
yeah.
you're still eating around 10,000 calories a day. That's not trying. That's not even close. So I'll give you
This
2 more months to lose
is
120
like
pounds.
pita
If you want
pizza.
to do this, then lose that weight. If you don't, then we don't need to waste
has
more time playing
pita
games with you.
experience.
Got it?
Yes, sir.
Who buys the peanut butter and bread?
I do.
My dad.
You buy it for him or you buy it
I
for
buy it for the household, but you know what? I'm not gonna buy no more.
Okay. And you shouldn't be eating that with your health care, okay? All right. This is your last chance, Aaron. You need to take this very seriously because the clock is ticking on you,
Yes, sir.
okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'll see you in 2 months.
Thank you.
All right. You take care. Hello.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing okay. So, how you getting along?
Doing much better.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. And you're down to 306 pounds.
Yes, sir.
But you are doing well and staying on track, but your weight loss is slowing down. Last time, you dropped to losing only 16 pounds a month, and now you're down to losing only 7 pounds a month. So this is a very concerning pattern that you need to get a handle on. Otherwise, this is going to lead you back to gain everything you lost.
I disagree. I don't think I'm overeating because I'm still losing weight.
June is not understanding how severe this decrease in her weight loss is. So this is an issue that we will need to keep addressing with her. But regardless of her slow weight loss, she has lost enough to perform her excess skin removal safely. All right, we've been through this, and this conversation is not over. But maybe it will help if we get you more mobile.
Yes.
From claiming his body doesn't burn calories to calling Dr. Now a liar and sneaking food into the hospital, James King was undeniably the world's most hated star of My 600 Pound Life, with fans dubbing James the epitome of someone who refuses to be helped. As he piled on the pounds during Dr. Now's weight loss program, it's not surprising that his story ended in a very predictable way. To understand why James is so hated and what he did to earn this title, we need to go back to the beginning. We learned from James's first episode that he had an exceptionally difficult childhood, as his mother was an alcoholic and he was primarily raised by his father. He only saw his mother 3 times during his entire childhood, and she was drunk every single time. James admits that at times his family did struggle with money, so there was often moments where he was worried that he was going to get enough food to eat. This is where everything starts to go downhill for James.
I just started to eat much as I could when I got the chance. And I remember the joy and safety there was in food.
He discovered early on that food could serve as a distraction to his unhappy home life, but we could never have expected it would turn into such a gluttonous habit that ruined the lives of everyone around him. Despite his traumatic childhood, he didn't garner much sympathy from fans. Fans of the show commented, "Such is life, but it's not an excuse to be lazy, selfish, and disrespectful to people. No wonder everyone was calling him a freeloader." Other commenters pointed out that they also had traumatic childhoods, but didn't develop an insane eating habit as a result. It's clear that James has no one else to blame except for himself. Skipping ahead slightly to James at 18, weighing in at over 400 pounds, we begin to see his true nature exposed here, as James explains how he met his partner, Lisa. Starting out as neighbours, Lisa had 4 kids with her abusive husband, but Lisa and James soon grew an attachment to each other that led to an affair. They quickly fell in love, with James noting that one of the key factors in his affections for Lisa was that she loved me for who I was. My weight didn't matter. Lisa describes her early relationship with James as active, noting how they often went riding or fishing together, which are probably the most sedentary sports imaginable. Having an affair is pretty bad, but it was about to get even worse for the couple and Lisa's husband. Lisa fell pregnant twice with children who weren't her husband's. James knowingly fathered 2 of Lisa's children, while they both pretended like they were Lisa's husbands and let him raise them. During this time, James suffered a minor ankle injury and needed the fire department to come pick him up and put him to bed, which leads us to the present day. At 550 pounds, life isn't looking good for James. He's completely bedbound and
I got 2 pieces of pita bread because look how much I have left.
Most importantly, food.
And then this whole motherfucker.
But he's bedridden, so I'm in
It'd be great here in about 4 hours.
And I carry the food to him, but I don't know how to stop.
Now that James is bedbound, it's difficult to know who's worse. James, who put himself there, or Lisa, who keeps him there. Let's not pretend that James is innocent in this situation. When Lisa brings him a healthier meal, they argue and fight about it. She doesn't want to make him feel uncomfortable, so she feeds him comfort food to keep him happy. James also threatens Lisa when she doesn't feed him enough. One fan points out,
Threatens
"If this
her
was my husband,
how?
I would
What's he gonna
only
do?
feed him healthy food. He's lost 100 pounds within the first month. If he yelled at me, I'd punish him him by skipping his next meal. It's called tough love. And if you think James couldn't get any worse, you'd be wrong. He drafts his daughter, Bailey, into the trenches of his bedsheets. He pulls her out of school to support Lisa in becoming his full-time carer. As James is so overweight, he can no longer walk to the bathroom, and he has to soil himself in his own bed. In one of the most shocking scenes of the whole episode, James calls over Lisa and Bailey, telling them he's been to the bathroom and that he needs to be cleaned up. James has to completely depend on his daughter for everything, including cleaning up his own feces. One commenter writes, "F everything else. The fact that they pulled their daughter out of school to become a full-time assistant caretaker is absolutely disgusting, shaking my head. It's unimaginable to think that James puts himself before the needs of his own daughter, taking her away from an education so that she can be his full-time 24/7 carer. Lisa feels heartbroken that James cannot live the life he used to be as he's bedbound, but fails to mention the difficult life it must be for Bailey, who acts as her assistant caretaker in all aspects of his life. In what is his last chance to save his life, James and Lisa decide to reach out to Dr. Now to try and make a change. They are immediately hit with the hard truth. Lisa is the enabler. She claims not to understand how James gained that much weight, making the excuse that she doesn't realize how many calories are in the food she's providing. If you haven't already started to hate James yet, you're definitely about to. As the trip to Houston and the treatment is so expensive, James and Lisa set up a GoFundMe to raise the funds. As you can imagine, people didn't exactly want to donate to someone as greedy and overindulgent as James, who'd gotten himself to over £600 by sheer gluttony. In need of immediate funds for his life-saving trip, James's dad refinanced his home to pay for the medical transport as a last resort. Unfortunately, this would all be for nothing. Raising the funds was the easy part, but now they have to figure out how they're going to transport a £600 man who hasn't gotten up to walk in years. They initially try to put James in the back of a van, but as he's over 1 meter wider than the width of her van, he won't fit. They eventually settle on renting a moving van, strapping James in and going all the way to Texas. On moving day, James is strapped into an extra large hospital bed using ratchet straps to hold the fat spread across his body. It takes over 8 men to carry him from the house, and despite the community coming together to help James, he shows no gratitude for their efforts. He moans and complains the entire time, screeching every time the van goes over a bump. It's been a long ride for James when he arrives at the hospital, but it's about to get even longer. The time has come for James to meet the man who will hopefully save his life. It's clear that James was expecting a warm welcome with lots of sympathy for his illness, but Dr. Now has other methods. He quickly shuts down James's excuses and becomes a refreshing voice of reason for the viewer, who has undeniably been frustrated throughout the duration of the episode so far.
If they don't bring you food, what are you going to do to her? Scream? Yell?
You usually argue with her?
That's all.
Well, I get mad.
What are you coming to Houston for? We don't have a miracle for you. I talked to you, I talked to her, and what I see here, this is not a weight loss.
I just talked to you for the first time. I think, what, 4 months ago?
4 months is enough to lose 100 pounds. To get under 600 pounds.
Really?
Yes.
Dr. Now also confronts Lisa.
I've been trying to get him out of that bed.
No, you are not.
But
If you did last time I talked to you, change his diet. It doesn't look like he lost any weight. Is this a lifestyle of a human being? This is a miserable lifestyle.
Dr. Now tries to convey the gravity of James's situation to Lisa, explaining that he hasn't got much time left as a direct result of Lisa's actions. After a tough initial meeting with Dr. Now, James is placed on a strict diet in the hospital in order to prepare for the weight loss surgery. James is put on an 800 calorie a day diet in an attempt to lose 180 pounds in 1 month.
He doesn't need
James
more
does
than that.
initially see success
He
in
doesn't
the
get
weight
out of the
loss
bed.
inside the hospital, and so Dr. Now allows him to move into an apartment nearby to continue the treatment at home, away from his watchful eye. As you'd expect, things don't exactly go to plan. James claims that he's only cheated a couple of times, a couple too many when you're living on borrowed time. The effects of this cheating catch up with James almost instantly as he's rushed to hospital with chest pain. The doctors determined that James was experiencing heart failure. At this point, he's so obese that the doctors need to put a central line through his neck for the medication to flow quicker, because his body's so big it wouldn't have reached his heart in time. After being treated for heart failure, he's sent home again to continue his diet plan. It's now been 2 months since he's seen Dr. Now, and he was supposed to have lost over £100. It's clear that things haven't been going well. After Lisa's car is towed, they've been unable to make trips to the supermarket and are having to rely on takeout food.
Food.
Got it.
That's a pretty ridiculous excuse, considering they could have just walked to the supermarket instead. It's especially ironic considering the pair claimed they were too broke to repair the car, which is only one flat tire, yet they're eating takeout food every single night, which has got to be at least $25 when you're ordering what they're ordering.
But ever since I've had my heart failure, all that stress and stuff has been making it hard for me to resist my cravings. The biggest setback has been losing the use of our car. Lisa was driving down the freeway and her tire started to come off.
See
we
his
can't
leg?
afford to pay for a cab, so we have to order out a lot right now.
When Lisa decides to make fish for dinner one night, James
Wasn't this one,
exclaims
it was-
he doesn't want to eat that shit anymore. I'm tired of the same stuff. He shouts over at Lisa, order me a Chinese, and she shows little challenge.
Egg rolls and rice, fried rice.
I don't know about the rice, though.
That's what I want, though.
But rice is on that paper that we're not supposed to have.
It's
rice.
fried.
It's still rice. Fried is
Well,
worse.
that's what I want. I'm tired of fish and chicken, Lisa. I'm sick of it.
I'll get my phone and see if we can get it delivered.
Soon enough, a Chinese takeout turns up at the door and straight down James's throat and his sheets. As the viewer, it's frustrating to watch Lisa continuously give in to James. She could have easily denied his request and made him a proper meal, and if he didn't eat it, he would have been better off anyway. One commentator points this out perfectly. James would hate me because once he started hollering about the food he wants, I'd be like, get up and go and get it, and walk out of the room. The daughter is the only one I have sympathy for. Those other two can kick rocks. Dr. Now shares this view when he comes round to check on James, where he immediately notices that James hasn't lost any weight at all. The pair come up with so many excuses, but none place the responsibility on either of them. Dr. Now orders James to return to the hospital to continue his treatment.
I don't think the doctor's being fair. And I don't know why he thinks I look bigger. But he's wrong because I feel better and I know I'm smaller than when I started doing this. So hopefully when I get into the hospital and get my weight, I can prove it to him there.
It's James's first day back in hospital.
Put the
and
blanket
he is
back
weighed
on it.
straight
Yeah.
away. 840 pounds shows up on the scale. The hospital room erupts
He's
in
gained
conflict between
weight,
Dr. Now
100
and the pair.
pounds.
James complains that he hasn't had any support, that he didn't have a good nutritionist, and claims that there's something else at play here that could explain his exponential weight gain.
You know that I'm just now getting the resources I've been needing.
We're talking about your food. We're not talking anything
All
else.
of it. I've needed all of it, though, to start with. I haven't had home health. I've had nothing.
Are you telling me that to start?
Initially, Dr. Now set him on an 800 calorie a day diet. It's clear that because of his rapid weight gain in such a short amount of time, James has got to have been eating 10,000 calories a day, 13 times what he should have been eating. Dr. Now then pins the blame on Lisa. Why won't you stop overfeeding him?
Why won't you stop overfeeding him?
I don't know what the issue is. I know, like I said, that he has cheated some, but I will not bring him nothing else.
Is not some. Is every day and every hour and every meal.
She pleads with Dr. Now not to give up on him, and he agrees to give him one more chance, allowing him an additional hospital stay on an 800 calorie a day diet. But a month later, he's lost no weight and is up to 844 pounds. Dr. Now gives James an ultimatum: lose 100 pounds in 2 months on his own, or he's completely done with him. 2 months later, James is back in hospital. Dr. Now weighs him up, and the figure shows he hasn't lost any weight. As promised, Dr. Now refuses any further treatment and discharges him. If James ever wants to be considered for treatment again, he must weigh under 600 pounds. He's had every chance and opportunity to lose weight, and he hasn't even tried. The amount of resources that James has taken advantage of to help him have all been for nothing. James has failed, but he firmly believes it's due to no fault of his own. To make matters worse, Dr. Now predicts that James only has the rest of the year to live.
You're still not losing weight and you're gaining again.
I understand he had some ups and downs, but he's been really trying now, doctor.
I don't know what else we can do for you. I think the best thing for you is to go back to Kentucky. I don't want to hear any more excuses. I'm done. If you want to be considered at all ever again, when you show up, you need to be under 600 pounds. Okay? Goodbye.
Dr. Now must be the most patient man in history. As we find out from the follow-up episode featuring James, Where Are They Now?, he has been remitted to hospital following a somewhat successful stunt at weight loss. Again, James is placed on the scales, £770, 4 pounds down from his last hospital stay.
Why does it matter if it's before the internet?
You started this process, you lost weight on your own. And that's the only reason I'm considering allowing you back on the program.
Dr. Now keeps James in the hospital for another month on a 1,200 calorie diet where he loses over 130 pounds. It's incredibly frustrating to watch James lose hundreds of pounds with ease when he's kept in the hospital, just as easy as it is for him to gain it when he stays at home. Following his successful weight loss, Dr. Now agrees to send him home again, but this proves a failure yet again as he comes back to the hospital on weigh-in day and has gained another 50 pounds.
You do your part and he does his part, or
50 pounds has got to be pretty hard to gain.
You understand this?
Yeah, I understand.
Okay, so I'm sick and tired of wasting my time coming here, bringing all the people working for you, and you do nothing. I'm offering you help, and the problem is that you abuse that help and you're lying about it. And you two keep wasting all the energy and resources given to you.
With nowhere else to turn, Dr. Now calls Adult Protective Services on Lisa. He claims that Lisa is endangering James's life through overfeeding and that he will die within a year if she continues. Lisa clings on to the notion that this is out of her control, even insisting that James's body doesn't burn calories.
She ain't giving me no food.
I couldn't
and
tell
the only
you
thing
what-
I'm eating is what she's
I mean, it probably
Dr.
doesn't.
Now, I
He
think
lays like
he
this.
does exercises with his arms. I help him with his legs.
She's lost 80 pounds, and I'm losing nothing. Something don't add up.
You don't think your weight has to do anything with your eating habit?
No, I don't.
So what do you think your weight come from, thin air? And
We
you
want
wanted
his
to
life
do it-
different.
No, you're the one that you're hurting him, okay?
I'm not hurting him. I haven't gave him no food. I done told you that. But I'm telling you right now, I have not gave him no food.
Okay, this
How does
is
she
all
lose 80
miracle,
pounds?
right?
No, it's not a miracle. His body doesn't burn calories.
Lisa's intentions become increasingly more apparent as the episode nears the end. As her earlier statement,
Kentucky
"If he starts
logic.
to walk again, he won't need me," rings true here. Lisa intentionally keeps James bedbound in order to keep looking after him and keep cashing disability checks. Ironically, taking care of him is leading to his death. In a final push, Dr. Now presents James with a life or death ultimatum. Stay in hospital for 5 days without Lisa or leave treatment for good. Dr. Now is trying to show James just how much of a hindrance Lisa's behavior is, but they both laugh in his face, and James chooses Lisa.
That your weight will be this weight if you're eating properly. You keep telling the same thing and you believe the same thing.
Won't you make somebody come watch me then?
No, it's simply, let's let her stay 5 days, go have free time for her, and you stay here, let's see what happens.
James stays in the hospital and still doesn't lose any weight. Lisa finally admits, after Dr. Now's many accusations, that yes, she is sneaking food into the hospital for him to eat. The smug look on Lisa's face wouldn't last long, as unfortunately for James, on the 3rd of April in 2020, he was rushed to the hospital for a final time and tragically lost his life due to complications with sepsis, alongside a litany of other health complications. His family and TLC all released statements sharing how heartbroken they were, with many viewers sharing a controversial view on his untimely demise. If you want to learn more about his death and to
She
find
was
out
trying to
more
kill
about
him,
other
huh?
stars of the show who's lost their lives, click the video that. These are the unfortunate £600 life stars who have tragically died during or after the circumstance, personality, and his commitment to losing weight.
Move that chair.
You don't want that? You don't want that?
One's on the bathroom.
A long trip.
No problem.
Despite being almost £750 at the start of the show, viewers found him relatable, genuine, and his story inspiring.
3.5 years ago, I was
Yeah, she did,
of a
didn't she?
transportation company. This may look like a step down, but it's a new beginning.
He started the show for a heartwarming reason, as he wanted to lose weight in time for his high school reunion. Skin removed.
It's just like having an out-of-body experience.
even closer to the fans who supported him. However, this would only foreshadow upcoming events. In 2012, the same year his series was aired, tragedy struck when Henry was involved in a fatal accident.
Police identified the woman killed in a horrible shuttle bus accident in the Med Center. 43-year-old Carlette Blake was pinned between the bus and a pole after witnesses say the driver passed out and lost control.
He lost control of a shuttle bus he was driving during a medical episode and tragically killed an innocent woman standing on the street. The event led to speculation online that Henry had died in the crash, but he lived for another year before his untimely demise. In 2013, he would tragically die from causes which have not been publicly revealed. Journey. Sean Milligan was one of the heaviest participants ever on the show, tipping the scales at over 900 pounds, which is around the same weight as a male polar bear. Sean's weight problems began early in life.
Right?
His relationship with his father was also strained, and he turned to food for comfort, an issue that was further exacerbated by his physical injuries and weight gain. On the show, Sean shared his fear that he wouldn't live to see his 30th birthday if he didn't make drastic changes. To this end, Sean made the brave decision to seek help, leaving his bed for the first time in years to travel all the way to Houston. From there, he hoped to undergo potentially life-saving surgery with the renowned weight loss surgeon, Dr. Now Zaradan, also known as Dr. Now. If Sean's story does not serve as a cautionary tale to get help sooner, then nothing will. He was able to shed 400 of his gargantuan 900 pounds of body weight after he had moved back in with his mother in Texas.
When Sean arrived here, he was 1,003 pounds. But we started him on 800 calorie a day controlled diet, and he started losing weight rapidly. 636. So we're going to put you for surgery.
Many people called his mother an enabler, as she was equally as unhealthy as Sean was prior to him losing weight. This meant that after some time after moving in with his mother, he would start to gain weight again after picking up bad habits from her. And this would be proven in 2017. Just
400
1
pounds?
year after
Yeah.
Sean moved back in with his mother, she would die due to renal failure or kidney failure. This obviously broke Sean, and he admitted that he was struggling to cope with the pain of losing his mother and having a strained relationship with his father.
I'm sorry to hear about the loss of your mom.
Thanks.
How you holding up with that?
Trying, doing my best.
Well, instead of losing, you gained 31 pounds. And we have to get this under control, Sean, because you need to be able to take care of yourself.
This, compounded with his addiction to food, made his weight loss journey even more difficult, but he soldiered on and kept to a healthy lifestyle. However, it would not last long, as in 2019, Sean's father made a devastating announcement. Sean was admitted to hospital a couple of days ago because of an infection. Sunday, he was having problems with his breathing. They were able to resuscitate him, and a short time later, his heart
sepsis is what's
stopped.
killing him,
Fans of
because
the
they
show
never
were
get out of the
devastated
bed.
with the news, writing tweets with their messages of grief. Rest in peace, Sean. You're with your mother now. The next star of the show, however, would be the completely dependent patient to see Doc more receptive to the weight loss, but would lose his life in completely different circumstances. Robert Buchel was on the show during the 2017 series, and his weight peaked at over 842 pounds, almost one of the heaviest contestants on the show ever. Despite this, over the course of a few months, he managed to
You're
shift
with your mother
almost
now?
300 pounds. The issues would begin to manifest after Robert's surgery, after he was administered highly addictive painkillers, which would cause a dark turn in his story. Despite the massive progress made in fighting his addiction with food, he would just replace it with an equally as dangerous addiction to these painkillers.
Because he did understand that he was addicted to them. So it was a surprise to him when we cut him off to save his life.
Robert was on these painkillers as he needed surgery to remove the excess weight, his bariatric surgery, and to remove multiple lymphedema masses. This obviously left him in substantial pain, and as a result, he grew dependent on these painkillers. He quickly spiraled into an addiction as he would become more and more desperate to get his hands on the drugs. At one point, Robert tore through his surgical stitching in order to reach for more painkillers. He was sent back to the rehab center, but he reportedly refused to even attempt to exercise without the use of painkillers.
My leg is not letting me do it. Not me wanting to do this problem.
Just stop with the excuses. Every time you bring it up, he just go back there. I can't get up. I can't get up. Well, you can.
Just 5 months after filming had begun with Robert, he tragically suffered a heart attack in November of 2017. It is easy to sit and watch these shows, but there's a strong message that I think should be taken away from this video, and it's that if you're struggling with something, whether that be...
From a stubborn man who refused to recognize that he was the...
Things were good until he met my... give that back to him. So everyone is coming over to help us pack tonight because my medical...
up because as soon as she does, she knows she has to depend on other people to get through most of her day.
I feel like I have no hope because I
taking a baby wipe to her.
Desire to become.
You want somewhere that's kind of close to the doctor and to the stores and stuff. You should have, searched that out. I have cesarean. Could be bigger than that.
On her.
And I can't do it by myself. The last time I saw Dr. Now, he wanted me under 600 pounds. So I pray that I'm at least.
After being trespassed from a store and walking across a highway through heavy traffic, a young wild teenager gives officers an unwanted challenge and see a second unseen case with the most unique suspect you'll...
From a stubborn man who refused to recognize that he was the problem, to a young woman who blamed everyone for her unhealthy eating habits but her own self. Here are the worst ending weights ever on my 600-pound life that will make you wonder, did these people even try? James might just be the worst contestant to have ever been featured on the show, not because he weighed too much, but because he refused to do anything about it.
I've been thinking about this trip for a long time. Going back and forth from India, and
instead, you're...
because continuing this program.
What she needs.
Against them. Give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe.
After being trespassed from a store and walking across a highway through heavy traffic, a young wild teenager gives officers an unwanted challenge and see a second unseen case with the most unique suspect you'll ever see.
You can dance if you want to. You can leave your friends behind. Because if your friends don't dance, and if they don't dance, then they're no friends of mine.
If you really want to play this game, we can actually detain you, take you to the police station, and fingerprint you to figure out who you are. Fine.
Okay,
fine.
I'm going to write him a ticket for
pedestrian in the roadway?
Pedestrian in the roadway, and then he has to provide his ID.
Yeah, you know what? Y'all know what? The police, the Freemasons suck my
Okay.
I'm not scared of you. I'm not intimidated by you. No, you don't need shit. I didn't do shit. Suck my dick.
You're being cited for...
I don't give a fuck. Cite me for whatever you want, reptilian ass piece of
I need your ID so I can
probably not
cite
even
you for
fully
that.
human, is he? You probably reptilian, ain't you?
So if I'm going to cite you for pedestrian in the roadway...
Freemason ass. The Freemasons.
Okay.
Freemasons.
Now you're
suck my
obstructing.
dick. I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
Bro, if you want to kill me...
Hey, listen, we don't want to
kill
you, man. Can you put your arms behind your
Bro.
back? No, you're going to be arrested. You are under arrest. Stop resisting.
I didn't do shit. I didn't do shit. I ain't do shit.
Stop resisting.
I didn't just put your hand behind your back. I ain't do shit.
Racial slurs, man. I didn't call you
I didn't call you a racial slur. What the fuck did I call you, bro? That was a racial slur.
You call me the N-word.
Bro, I'm 25% black. I can say that.
You call me a racial slur.
And I'm part Mexican, too.
Okay. I haven't said anything bad or negative to you.
I could call me a fucking stick or a fucking... I don't give a fuck.
I would have no reason to say
They didn't say stick.
Well, y'all gonna have to arrest me 1,000 times then, because that's not my last time going back there.
Okay.
Because I didn't do shit. I wasn't the culprit. I wasn't the aggressor of the situation.
Listen, man, I don't even know you, dude.
Yeah, I don't know you from a can of paint either. And I don't fucking like the pigs or the Freemasons. Well, just because I listen to a few fucking artists that might be Freemasons don't mean I like them.
Okay. So we're gonna help you to your feet, okay?
Yeah. Y'all, man. Y'all lucky I don't punch y'all in the damn face.
That would be another charge. That would not be a good idea.
Y'all, bro. Suck my...
Spread your feet.
Just suck my dick.
Spread your feet.
Suck my...
Why are you doing this, man? There's no reason for it. Okay.
Okay. And yeah, I got a weed pipe on me, but it's legal in Illinois, and I'm 23 years old. Okay. Niggas always be targeting me for no reason, bro. I don't be doing nothing. You niggas be targeting me like on some whatever Freemason shit you got going on, bro. Are you always trying to fill out with me?
Make sure there's no weapons.
You like men or something, bro? You gay? You a I know I don't care if we in a liberal area, bro. I don't like bro. I don't like gay people. I don't like homosexuals, bro.
Well, that sounds like discrimination.
I don't give a let me pull my pants up just because they falling down.
Okay.
Just show them, y'all gonna have to arrest me 1,000 times.
Okay.
I said this before.
That's okay, man. We don't want to, but if that's the case, then we're gonna have to, I guess.
They're gonna have to arrest me 5,000 times if they have to, because that's not gonna be my last time going back.
Okay. Well, like I said, we hope you would make a better decision, but if you choose to do that...
Because I didn't do it. If I did something, okay, I could see. Okay, maybe I did something. There's a reason. Legit. Okay, cool. But I didn't do shit.
Okay.
Suck my... Fat.
That's nice.
What kind of last name is that? Hey, why don't y'all just kill me? If y'all got that much of a problem with me, why don't y'all just shoot me? Y'all got a gun, right? Why don't y'all just shoot me?
Because you didn't do anything.
Yeah, because I didn't do shit. Exactly, because I didn't do nothing. That's why you ain't killed me yet. Yeah, I don't give a if I go to jail. Hey, what about the shit that I paid for, though? Even if I don't go back there again, what about the stuff that I paid for?
I believe the other officer took that.
Yeah? So I'm going to get that, right? Because I paid for it, right?
It's down here.
So even if I don't go back there, I still paid for it.
I know, it's down here going with you. Yeah, it's down here going with you. I told you that.
I don't know why the fuck it always got to be me that's being targeted with this type of shit. Usually I'm cool with the cops, but this time it's y'all. It suck my dick. I'm ready to fight one of y'all. All of y'all. 30 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll fight you one-on-one off duty. I'll catch you off duty and...
Has to be off duty, huh?
I'll catch you off duty and bash your fucking head in.
Are you threatening me?
Yeah, I am threatening you. What the fuck you gonna do about it? You gonna kill me?
N-word! So you're threatening the police.
Yeah, I'm threatening a police officer. You ready to kill me?
It's nice that you threatened a police officer, too.
Yeah, what the fuck you gonna I don't give a fuck. At this point, I don't care anymore. I'm tired, bro. At this point, I'm tired. I don't care. Yeah, I might catch you off duty and throw a fucking glass bottle through your window and break your fucking head and cut your fucking skull in, bitch. Yeah, I'm not scared of the pigs. I'm not scared of law enforcement. Y'all are some weak-ass, feminine-ass, closeted homosexual, bisexual Freemasons. Yeah, y'all might have a wife at home, but you secretly gay behind closed... You bisexual behind closed doors. Well, I'm not stupid. My third eye open. The fuck you gonna do? Take me to the psych ward for that shit? For saying that my third eye open? The fuck? I don't care what happens to me, bruh. I might be 5'6", but I ain't nothing to play with, nigga. I'm not fucking 6'4", but I ain't nothing to play. I get that adrenaline going through me. I'll do some damage, bro, to you and all your bitch ass cold police officer work or whatever the that's all y'all fucking do is target people, even people that's barely minorities, bro. I'm barely a minority. You still targeting me, so y'all could have just let me go. Stop giving me a hard time. Yeah, write me up for threatening police. I don't give a some of the cool, hey, I don't care if I go to jail because some of the coolest people I ever met were in jail. Some of the realest, smartest, most intellectual people. Kevin Gates went to jail for 2.5 years. You know who you probably don't know who Kevin Gates is because you a bitch.
Kevin Gates is an American rapper and singer who was arrested on 3 separate accounts for being a passenger in a stolen vehicle, unlawful possession of a firearm, and battery for kicking a woman in the chest during a performance. In other words, not exactly role model material.
It'd be really hard.
You don't know who Kevin Gates is, do you? Yeah, you ain't got nothing to say. Yo ass silent. Silent dagger Freemason. I'm ready to fight any of y'all, bro. I don't care how fat you are, how big you are, you fat fucking piece of shit. Why is you so fat, bro? I'm not the skinniest person, but goddamn, at least I know how to not get that fucking fat. Sheesh. Bro, you look like your name should be fucking Kurt. Police officers always want to target the pretty boy.
You look like your name should be
And free
Kurt.
R. Kelly, too. That's another thing I forgot to say. Free R. That's another reason I don't with the police. Because y'all locked R. Kelly up, and R. Kelly's innocent. R. Kelly never did nothing to nobody.
R. Kelly is another singer and songwriter who was found guilty on 3 child pornography-related counts and 3 child
how does he keep taking it up a notch every time?
Actually abused his 14-year-old goddaughter along with other minors in the late 1990s and early 2000s.
Free the greatest artist of all time, a musical genius. Free R. Kelly, bruh. I don't know why the y'all locked that man up. Why? Y'all lock him up because he wasn't going with y'all agenda? Y'all wanted him to make music talking about stupid shit, and he wanted to make music that actually had soul, that was talking about positivity, because he made high vibrational music. Yeah, I'm gonna be in jail with my hero, R. Kelly.
All right, come on.
Soundbite?
Hey, I want you to... R. Kelly. Vibrational music. Yeah, I'm gonna be in jail with my hero, R. Kelly.
All right, come on.
Hey, I want you to take that gun and I want you to. I'm ready to. Like Biggie Smalls said, I'm ready to.
This suspect was charged with criminal damage to property, resisting, obstructing identification, and pedestrian walking on the highway. He is innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.
Hey,
come
your
here.
name should be Kurt.
No, come
Just
here.
made no
Stop.
sense.
Don't walk near that bat. All right,
Come over here.
Sir, no, I'm not complying. I'm not complying.
Oh, you're gonna comply.
I'm not complying. I'm not complying.
Hey, you're just being
I'm not complying.
Be detained.
I'm not complying. Get your taser out.
Teeny, I'm not resisting. Well, now he's not complying.
Okay. I give up. IFF. IFF. No. I'm max LTFF. I'm resisting.
Now you're under
Okay. Hey, buddy.
Going that way.
Oh, how am I gonna do it? Am I doing okay?
I'm resisting.
Oh, boss. Oh, Luffy. Oh, kick the soccer ball. Oh, damn it.
Yeah, my shoulder popped out.
Yeah. Sit up. Stand up.
Good, Kyle's hat.
Get that watch on you. Sit down. The cuffs are hurting. Good. Oh, oh, I'm mic'd. Triple double no assist. Platinum to the Earth's core. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm a little stuffed up. The cuffs. Oofy, please. No, not the hospital again. Don't, not the Gaza hospital. Not any hospital. The hospital on Jupiter. The one on Pluto. Not Oofy's back, but the triple double no assist. Wind me up. Oh, blade spin. The nukes. Max Alti. Triple double no assist. Express.
Triple double no exist.
The sky. Oh, looser cuffs, an obedient wife, a tidy house, and, 2 steel bars. Oh, and some black and white things. You good up there? Is Oomphy calling yet? Oh, but we're saving Oomphy, and we're even gonna save 4. But especially Trip 8s to the Rock in another solar system. Max Alti. My fellow officers, how's it going? Are you feeling tired yet?
I've always got tons of UTIs.
Is Oomphy pleased yet? Have you made her proud yet? Have you made your entire family and your entire country proud? Are we dancing yet? Are we dancing for the love of our lives and our nation? And what was that bar exam that we took once? And then we also read, it was a book. Sir, are you feeling okay? How about you, sir? I'm sorry, I'm having a tough night. I'm looking at a computer through bars again, and I'm blinking a lot. How's the drive? You feeling all right? I'm not feeling great. I've been here before.
What's he on? Is he tripping?
I've really been here before. Oh, the cuffs on Oomphy are too hard. Are we paging friends? Are we holed up in Germany phoning friends we don't have because we betrayed our nation and tried to cause a civil war? Or are we still driving up front? Are we looking at cameras? Are we looking at light bulbs? Oh.
Oh my god.
Shit. Can I stare into the sun for a while and then blink a couple times? And then look at a computer again for another guy? And then look at a driver and ask him how he's doing? And then ask another guy who's like leaning a little bit and like staring at his computer who he's halting? And it's not Oomphy, it's never Oomphy. Trip 3's up for Elon. I can trust that guy, but also Trip 8's, Max Alti, no pain, and a sweet night's sleep for me and all my friends. That's a computer that's now down, but that's still sources of binary around me. Oh, I'm sorry, one more glass bang on my way out. I'm looking at officers. I'm trying to look at officers. I'm not seeing, I I see light bulbs. I don't see weapons beyond this point. I see a notice to check firearms. It's got 2 things on it, dog. It's got me and all that you bought oomphy. All of it. I mean, except what you gotta pay taxes on. Oh, shit. Man, did we take advice from a Romanian war criminal? Was that our plan? We received our notice to check firearms in the box though, and we like to look at lines, but we really like to stomp. But we're on the secondary cell block, and it's safe for oomphy, but the flashbangs are out, and it's a max gas ulti-bomb straight to Jupiter, Mars, planet, Galaxy, Express, Ultra, triple double, no assist, dog pound, compound, oomphy, oneer, 69 gunner, triple double, no assist. What you looking at? I'm safe in here. I'm feeling safe, dog. I'm feeling hella safe. I'm on the secondary cell block with sources of binary and a conveniently left on GPS. They're now closing the garage. They're thinking about restarting the car, but the garage is back up. And we got sources of binary, and we got buttons, and we got more stuff to steal, and we got more drugs to do. SOS. You can dance if you want to. You can leave your friends behind. Cause if your friends don't dance, and if they don't dance, then they're no friends of mine. Hey, you can dance if you want to. You can leave your friends behind. Cause if your friends don't dance, and if they don't dance, then they're no friends of mine. Space, knowledge, victims, drugs, banging. Noises, wheezes, gas clouds. Not oomphy, not the Gold Cross. It's still probably looking a little bit, it can't resist, right? I mean, it's close. We wrote it. Dog, I'm safe though. I'm on the secondary cell block, and I'm staring at the GPS. We did the test run last night, bro. I mean, you remember when you were feeling tired and someone was feeling a little dehydrated? A lack of vibrations. They're safe in the car, though. On the secondary cell block. Straight to the sky. Or our... Bro. This is where I gotta shout out some numbers randomly.
COVID, they thought they had the keys to the kingdom. They thought they had brainwashed all of us and stopped it. But Big Pharma has been doing these COVID,
Yeah, I can't do anymore,
After
dude.
Excuse me, sir. Thank you.
Let's get to here.
No, I'm safe. I'm safe. Down.
This suspect was charged with simple assault on a police officer, resisting arrest, and obstructing. A report from Lakewood Police about this incident indicates that this suspect, Paul, was initially standing outside the apartment building seen in the body cam footage and yelling and making threats. During the incident, dispatch advised the officers that Lakewood Police has had prior issues with Paul, who was known to have mental health issues. He is innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. We hope he gets the help he needs.
COVID, they thought they had the keys to the kingdom. They thought they had brainwashed all of us, and they were going to be able to shut down society, make remote schooling permanent, bring in central bank digital currencies, get rid of cash. This whole agenda that's kind of been revealed, they thought they were going to get all of it, but it didn't work because too many people rose up and stopped it. But Big Pharma has been doing these scares for a long time, and when they do that, primarily it's pump and dump. It's pump up a stock price, get the federal government to give a ton of money to a big pharma corporation, get that stock price high, get all this vaccine or drugs or whatever out there, try to get as many people to take it as possible. And if they don't take it, they ship it all off to black and brown countries. And if they take it, fine. And if they don't take it, they throw it away. They don't care. They've made their money. So I'm not scared of monkeypox, bird flu, chicken pox, I mean, whatever it is they're saying we need to be scared of now, because most of these are really just pump and dump schemes. They're just trying to take public money and give it to big pharma.
We will have our new 1776 moment, and we will rise above the low vibration, fear, division, and hate that is propagated by the Uniparty, the Republicans, and the Democrats. My name is Kyle Kemper, child of the earth. I have a bus called the Kennedy Bus.
Oh, wow! Can I hop in? Okay, we're gonna come back to that in a minute. First, I'm gonna go burn one, and I'm gonna put the leftovers in the fridge and make a cup of coffee. I will be right back. That sounds nice.
stupid.
If you want to be taken seriously by, The Guardian, you want to kind of rise into that.
Big paper, London, 9th largest English language publication in the world, The Guardian.
You need to close the chapter on this ski mask.
Do you guys understand that we're in the year 2024 and we have exponential technologies all around us?
Those of us who feel that way have no home other than Bobby's campaign in this election cycle.
People like yourselves are finally fed up.
My first cause was ending the war on drugs. It started in some part as sort of a selfish thing, right? It was a recognition in my own life of the roles of things like cannabis and psychedelics.